Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle a challenge that, let's be honest, affects all of us. Having just way too much to do and not nearly enough time to do it. We're going to do that by diving into the amazing principles from Brian Tracy's classic book, Eat That Frog.
So let's start with the feeling I bet you know all too well. It's that constant sense of being behind, right? Like you're just buried under this to-do list that never, ever seems to shrink, no matter how much you cross off. It's just a frustrating and honestly a totally exhausting cycle. And here's the core truth from Brian Tracy, and you might want to sit down for this one because it's a tough one to swallow. The fact is, you will never be completely caught up. Ever. So if the goal isn't to clear the list, what is it? Well, it's about fundamentally changing your entire approach to how you work. Okay, so how on earth do we manage all this? Well, the answer comes from let's just say, a very memorable and maybe a little strange piece of advice.
You see, this quote from Mark Twain, it's the absolute key to everything. The live frog, it isn't just any old task. No, it's a really powerful metaphor. It's for that one thing you're absolutely dreading doing. But you know, once it's done, the rest of your day is going to feel like a cakewalk.
So in this system, your frog is that one single critical task on your list. And you know exactly which one I'm talking about. It's the big one, it's the important one, it's the one you keep pushing off to later. But here's the thing, it's also the one task that, once you finish it, is going to have the biggest, most positive impact on your life and your results. And this all boils down to two really simple but incredibly powerful rules. First rule, if you've got a couple of big tasks, a couple of frogs, you have to start with the biggest, the hardest, the most important one. That's the ugliest frog. And the second rule, don't just sit there staring at it. Don't overthink it. Once you've decided, you have to act immediately.
So why does actually doing this feel so good? It all comes down to brain chemistry, really. When you finish a big, important task, your brain releases a flood of endorphins. It's like a natural high, a feeling of victory that your brain absolutely loves and craves. And this creates this amazing, positive feedback loop. You literally start to get addicted to success, to getting important things done. All right, this is all great in theory, but let's get practical. How do you actually find your real frog among all those tiny little tadpoles swimming around on your to-do list? Well, the first step is to use something called the Pareto principle. You probably know it as the 80-20 rule. And the idea is actually pretty simple. A whopping 80% of your results, 80%, they're going to come from just 20% of your activities. And guess what? Your frogs, they live in that vital 20%. Now here's the trap that almost all of us fall into. We spend our days chipping away at that trivial 80%. You know, the easy, low-value stuff. All while we're putting off the vital few. Those are the high-value tasks that we procrastinate on simply because, well, they seem too hard or too overwhelming.
So to sort all this out, Tracy gives us a great tool, the ABCDE method. It's simple. You just go through your to-do list and you label every single task. Your A tasks, those are your frogs. They're the must-do items with serious consequences if you don't do them. B tasks are important should-dos. C's are just, nice-to-dos. D's are for delegating to someone else, and E's, you just eliminate them completely. Get them off your list. So what if you have more than one A task? Simple. You just number them. A1, A2, A3, and so on. Now listen closely. That A1 task, that is your biggest, ugliest frog. That is the thing you absolutely must start your day with. No excuses, no exceptions. Okay, you've found your frog, you know what your A1 is. So now what? Well, now you have to set the stage for success. And the whole goal here is to make it incredibly easy for you to start and almost impossible for you to get distracted. And what that means is getting everything you need ready right there in front of you. Clear off your desk. Open the right files on your computer. Gather all the research or materials. You want to create a clean, organized workspace that basically screams to your brain, okay, it is time to focus right now. And just as important is scheduling these large, unbroken chunks of time for your work. I mean, literally put a 60 or 90-minute appointment in your calendar that says, eat that frog. And then, and this is key, you have to treat that appointment with the exact same seriousness you would a meeting with your most important client or your boss. All right, now we get to the final crucial step.
It's a principle that Tracy calls single handling. And honestly, this is the ultimate key to high performance. It's the very heart of what it means to eat that frog.
Now, the process itself looks so simple. You choose your A1 task, you start immediately. But see, choosing it, even starting it, that's not the hardest part. The real challenge and the real secret to all of this is in that third step.
And that is to concentrate on it single-mindedly. You have to work on it without any diversions, without any distractions, until it is 100% complete. That means no checking your email, no scrolling social media, no getting up for a quick coffee break. You stay with that one task, period.
You really have to think of this self-discipline like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it's going to get. And this kind of focus, it doesn't just help you finish that one task faster. What it really does is build this incredible momentum, this powerful, positive energy that just carries you right through the rest of your day.
And so, all of this leaves us with one simple, personal question to take away. I want you to look at your own to-do list right now. What is the one task, your A1, that you can knock out first thing tomorrow morning that will make the biggest possible impact on your goals? Figure that out tonight, and then tomorrow, go eat that frog.